It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And all eyes are on the Jaguars' Offensive Player of the Year. He starts play fourth in the NFL in receiving yardage. It's the Jags and the Texans on EA Sports.
Stadium in Houston. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl type season, and maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down. Well, this defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here, going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
The Texans send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. So out comes the offense now with a long field ahead of them. They're led by the number 1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. Because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air. Receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back who likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
The time. As a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. On first down, right back to ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. The numbers on the ground for ETN last week. 17 carries, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
And that's 10 touchdowns on the season for him on the ground. And remember our meeting with the coaching staff, they did share with us that one of their goals for the year was for him to get in the end zone at least 10 times. And that ramps up into their bigger goal to try and get 20 overall as a team.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now a throw here to his running back. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays like we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week, but hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Back to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And it's now 3-0 Texans. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, you have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wildcard teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jags are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Now ETN to start the drive.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
76 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The Jaguars at 9-4 now on the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 16.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Jacksonville.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7. Straight ahead, ETN.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
And they'll run with ETN.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Travis Etienne hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage.
So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
And now out comes Houston.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. He'll be dropped at the 30. The shifty move got him a couple extra on the play.
30-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
This offense so far on third down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far. So you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And this one is right through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more important to have the points on the board than to worry about any type of a gamble.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
And this one is incomplete.
I'd give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
So first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely, and from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and trying not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, 1st down.
And good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
But Charles, he was looking for just a short throw, kept it in range for the rare linebacker pick 6.
And give him full credit for his focus. He just kept the quarterback in his sights, and where he was looking to throw, he positioned himself perfectly to be there for the interception. He made the play of the game for his defense right there.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime.
the Ravens trying to gut this one out, as it would be a...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll look to ETN to start things out. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, ETN once more. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll run with ETN. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Another tote for ETN. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready and looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 34.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Lawrence will throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Lawrence.
And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. That's a 3rd down conversion to 24 yards there. Nice play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
Lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
On second down, a run with ETN.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get him a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
Sanders' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And he returns this to the 22.
So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. After the pick six, they go right back to the air.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On play action, Lawrence. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could... down. This will wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They go play action now. Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Looking to throw, Lawrence.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Jalen Petrie picks it off. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the 1st time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Oh, and now some space to operate. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 118 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Lawrence. He'll buy some time right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the counter, Etienne. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. From the gun, it's Lawrence. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Got his man complete over the middle. That's George. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with Etienne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Texans are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. 2nd and 4. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack.
And it's third down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
They'll set up a throw.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. And taken right at the 35. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a fifth straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
ETN once more.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
153 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape. I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down, and this Texans defense stands tall. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the